For our first stop, as city dwellers, we could all use a little more green in our lives. So we're making our way south to Hangzhou, capital of Zhejiang province in eastern China. Since early recorded Chinese history, Hangzhou has been synonymous with prosperity, poetry, and picturesque scenery. And things are no different today. Hangzhou is one of China's most important economic and cultural hubs.
I've always found travel to be the perfect escape. It's a way to refresh yourself in a new and unfamiliar environment. And sometimes it's nice to get that rest and relaxation in with just a little bit of opulence. So in this episode of Travelogue, we're taking you to some swank, upscale hotels across China. And we're starting in Hangzhou. It's an absolutely beautiful day by the West Lake. You really couldn't ask for a more majestic setting, so this seems like the perfect place to start. I'm Megan, and you're watching Travelogue.
Centuries of philosophers have wandered the shore here, pondering the meaning of life. West Lake has served as a muse for soul-searching poets who have eulogized her in their writings. In Hangzhou, the natural scenery, and today the stunning skyline, are so striking that a hotel in the midst of it all has a lot to live up to. The outside may look fairly low-key, but the inside is an impressive meshing of worlds. There's a feeling of time-honored Chinese elegance, but with a thoroughly contemporary interpretation. And true to this region, there is an almost contemplative atmosphere, secluded from the fast pace of urban living.
So this is the Chairman's Suite. It's the most luxurious upscale room that this hotel has to offer. It's the cream of the crop. And it has pretty much all the functions you'd expect from a presidential suite, but it's got this kind of Chinese aesthetic to it, this traditional Chinese vibe.
This upscale take on traditional style explains why this hotel brand, 钓鱼台, houses foreign dignitaries who visit Beijing. The decor is a delicate dance between classic and modern, and manages to place distinctly regional style designs in a wider, more internationalized context. After all, Hangzhou is very much a global city, and that means a more diverse travel experience. You can wine and dine on cuisine from all over the world here. I can smell lunch wafting over already, and my taste buds are definitely delighting at these creations. But we're in Hangzhou after all, and that means also feasting on some local delicacies. You can't visit this city without trying West Lake fish in vinegar gravy and longjing shrimp. The shrimp is cooked using a variety of tea grown right here in Hangzhou, so I'm in the right place to give it a try.
You can definitely taste the essence of the tea. 能吃到龙井的那个香味。
对，这个绿颜色的就是新鲜的那个龙井茶叶的嫩芽。
Hangzhou cuisine emphasizes fresh, local ingredients. That's why a common denominator in these dishes I'm sampling is seafood. Well, we call it seafood, but really it should be river food. Being caught in the river is what makes these ingredients local. And I'm getting to try out a whole array of local dishes. The flavors are mellow and light, pretty close to the home cooking I'm used to. All right, I guess one cure for homesickness could be getting a sweat going, right? Plus, I need some exercise after stuffing myself just now. Luckily, there's a really nice indoor pool here. I could easily while the whole day away just hanging around the hotel. But there's so much to see in Hangzhou, I feel I must go out for a spin. Or should I say, a sail. I'm learning that Hangzhou wouldn't be what it is without its waterways. Here at Xixi National Wetland Park, crisscrossing streams, lakes, and swamps create a maze I'd absolutely love to get lost in.
So we were only in the car for about 30 minutes driving from downtown Hangzhou to the Xixi wetlands. And what my guide tells me is that it's pretty rare to have this large an expanse of wetlands so close to a major city in China. Usually you have to drive at least 2-3 hours to get from a busy metropolitan to a wetland area like this. And it's really quite peaceful and tranquil here. It's kind of hard to believe that downtown Hangzhou in all its bustling splendor is actually just so close by. This is like a completely different world.
It's easy to see why this dreamy city has inspired so many people throughout history, from artists to emperors. The scenic vistas and the serene aura, they really draw you in. It's said that Marco Polo called Hangzhou the most beautiful and magnificent city in the world. And I'd say that review is as good as any.